Things that don't make sense in Naruto. Naruto is one of the greatest anime of all time. Some would even say it is the greatest anime of all time. But because of his long line of episodes, it has a lot of room for plot holes, or things that just aren't explained well. Starting off with Itachi using Tsukiyomi on his brother as a child, honestly, both of the times he did it, it was completely unnecessary. I understand his goals throughout the series was to get Sasuke to hate him, so a lot of things were done with that in mind. But I can't wrap my head around showing the death of his parents over 500,000 times. It just doesn't make sense. He could have killed Sasuke, or better yet, screw his mind to the point where he has brain damage that can't be fixed. It just seems like such an unnecessary risk. If Sasuke dies right here, Itachi's master plan was a complete waste. He couldn't just show it to him 100 times? Hell, even 50 times should be enough. He already hated him. It honestly seems like Itachi was originally supposed to be a villain. There's no way someone with the tensions we know he has now would think doing something like this was a good idea. This shit just don't add up. Another thing I'll never get is the third Hokage's refusal to kill Danzo. I'ma just say it. Kishimoto threw Hiruzen under the bus. Back when times were simpler, the third was a bad mamma jamma. But ever since these BS retcon backstories begun to come out, the third has solidified himself as the worst Hokage ever. He pretty much let Danzo create almost every problem in the series, all right under his nose. And what did he do about it? Absolutely nothing. Man's even deemed it as necessary. He tried to assassinate you. You're the Hokage, the president, and he's sitting in your seat. I just don't get why nothing was done about this. It's like, to cover up a few things, they just decided to make Hiruzen completely incompetent. Man's legit did nothing right. But speaking of things done wrong, Kakashi's age is the most confusing thing ever. And it actually might be a plot hole that's impossible to figure out. Look it up on Google and see how many different answers you get. I was always under the impression that Kakashi was Genin at 5 and Chunin at 6, and that Obito became Genin at 9 and Chunin at 11. The only problem with this is that they graduated at the same time. So that means Kakashi has to be 4 years younger than Obito. Wouldn't that mean Kakashi was Jonin at like 9? Maybe even 7? That just doesn't sound right. And I understand the war was going on, so promotions did happen more often, but come on, 9? I know anime kids are not really kids, but this ain't no 9-year-old. I could have swore Obito fought Minato at like 13 or 14, but Kakashi had to be 14 when he invaded. So that means Obito was actually 18 when he fought the 4th, which also just doesn't sound right. It just don't make sense. Anyways, that about wraps it up. If you guys enjoyed the video, go ahead and like it up. Hell, if there's anything from Naruto that you think make no sense, drop it down in the comments. Maybe I can explain it. And as always, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to our YouTube channel for exclusive content. Thank you for watching. Boot out.